look at review is of the very beautiful Lamborghini Countach. This is the Walter Wolf edition, and you can see it's by Aoshima, and the dimensions there, and some details about the car. So this is the first car that changed the way the Lamborghini Countach looked, with these over fenders and wider wheels and a wing and so on. So here are some features about this model kit, some pictures of the finished model, and the most iconic car probably in the world. Let's have a look inside and see what we've got. Lots of screws, all individually wrapped. So let's have a look. We'll start off with the classic body here. And that is beautifully molded. This is very, very thin, but what's amazing is that I guess these supports really help to hold it together. No distortion there at all. And the way that this has been molded, it looks like you could probably make the LP400 out of it, because these over fenders have been separated, and you can add these fenders to make the LP500 or the Walter Wolf edition. Also, what's interesting is that this is the periscoped edition, which had this crease in the back of the top of the roof, and it had this tiny little window that you were supposed to be able to look out, but the reality is nobody can see out of the back of a Countach. Okay, let's have a look here. Over here we've got our chrome parts, which have those classic, they're called telephone dial wheels. And it doesn't look like the chrome made it all the way to the bottom. You can see the red through there actually. But beautifully molded wheels. Here is the lower part of the engine and transmission. The transmission, there's the bottom part, and it ran all the way through the bottom part of the engine to be able to have the output into the rear axle. Got some wheel hubs there, and those are the headlights. And here is part of the suspension and subframe. We've got wheel wells molded into the lower part of the chassis there, and more parts of the subframe here and here. And we've got our rear axle and steering rack there. And we've got more chrome parts here. This is for our classic Countach brakes. We've got our, looks like probably headlights there, and then exhausts. One random piece of red. I'm not even sure what that's for. Over here, this is interesting. This is the windshield. Maybe they're using it as a spacer. We'll have to have a look and see what that's used for, possibly when you're building it, so that you don't ruin it. And we've got some wheel hubs, suspension parts there. And I guess that's if it's going to be mounted. Okay, there's our windshield wiper. Got the rear grills there, and front headlights, more vents there, and then there's our NACA duct, and then our, looks like the chin there for the front of the car. And there's our carburetor there, parts of our engine. Here's the classic engine bay cover. Over here we've got the seats where basically you are lying down almost in the Countach because it's so low, and some parts for the interior, steering column and rear view mirror. There's our handbrake, stick shift, not sure what that is. Okay, we've got some wheels, front and rear, the big fat rear tires, and you can see we've got a fair amount of tread there. It also has these poly caps, so hopefully the wheels will move. Here is our rear glass for the lights, molded in different colors. That's quite nice actually. There's our dashboard. Okay, on this sprue here we have this is the classic Countach interior. The seats kind of lie back here. Our gated shifter over there. We've got some speakers and the central light. Over here is our instrument panel, lower part of the dashboard. There's the actual dashboard with our air conditioning vents and the square top there, and a steering wheel, interior of the door, and our pedal box. Here we can see some engine parts. This is our V12, very nicely molded, good level of detail. There are the there's the radiators that sit in the side panels. Looks like they'll only be partially visible. Got that exhaust there. Some more engine parts there. Very nicely molded. Here's the top part of the engine. Some more engine parts. The engine bay. Here's the underside, the other side of the radiators. Some grills, and I really don't know what those parts are. We'll have to have a look and see in the instructions. And here we've got some of the body pieces here, the body panel. These are our very nicely molded wheel arches. Got some more engine parts. There's the classic wing. There's our front scoop. We've got another steering wheel here, and more parts for the wing. And the classic Lamborghini Countach doors. And here they are, with the window that only went down a little bit. Here are our air scoops, license plates there, and then our headlights, the pop-up headlights there. Okay, here we've got our glass. There's the Countach glass there. Our side glass there, and then rear glass for the side rear quarter panels with some headlights. There's the actual rear windshield, tiny little thing there, and then all of our lights. Here's our dashboard, instrument panel there. Beautifully molded. Okay, now here, let's have a look at these here. Looks like we've got some window masks and some decals and some mesh. Very nice. Look at that. Got some mesh there. Here are our masks. That's for the front and side glass. We've got some decals here. And it looks like just a reinforcing plates. Okay, so here we have the instructions for the Walter Wolf Countach. And okay, we'll start off. Here are the colors needed right there. Explanation of the icons there. And then this is the paint and decal guide. So we're going to start off here with our wheel hubs and suspension, the subframe there. So that goes in the back as well, so this is the front actually. And then put our wheels on, and they've got poly caps, so the wheels should be able to turn. Put in our transmission there, and our rear axle. And we start to build our rear hubs here with the disc brakes. Here is our rear suspension, as well as the engine frame. That's all mounted onto the chassis, poly caps again, so the wheels can turn, and then we've got dual suspension here for each side. Now we're building the interior, so putting our seats in, and then some additional details including our central console, our dashboard, and steering goes in. Next we're building up some engine parts here. Doesn't look like it's a full engine. I guess it's better than nothing. And we're putting the glass in our body, and in our headlights, and those are then mounted along with the front glass, so you can have them either open or closed. And then there's our front bumper. Okay, here is our rear bumper and doors. The door cards also come separate. And then there is our engine cover. So looks like it'll be hinged so that you can open or close it. And it does come with some mesh. And that's going to cover up the hinges there. So that all needs to be done before you paint it. I would add the mesh at the very end. We've got our air intakes there, and then I'm going to mount the glass. I guess it was just temporarily mounted. We're putting our doors in, and we mount everything then onto the chassis. Here is our wing and exhaust system. Now we're putting the doors in as well as the exhaust system. We mount the wing as well as the side rails, and then our wheel arches. So these are painted black on the Wolf Countach. So that's if you want to have it open or closed. And then you can use that metal bar there to hold it up. And then you don't need to do this, only if you're going to put it into a display case, which I never do. Okay, and here are all the parts listings, and these are the ones not being used. There's an extra steering wheel, and looks like some more engine parts there, so I wonder if you go online you might be able to find where that is actually used, find out where to put that in. So all in all, that's a beautiful model kit, beautifully molded, and lots of great detail.